How's it going, everyone? Today I'm here with my WWF No Mercy 2001 review. Of course, No Mercy being next weekend for SmackDown Live. I thought a fun little way to get excited and do some nice videos on this channel would be for some retro reviews of No Mercy. Of course, this video will be about No Mercy 2001, and the next two reviews I plan on doing for No Mercy will be 2002 and 2008. So I'll be doing those two show retro reviews as well on this channel in the coming week, leading up to, of course, next weekend's No Mercy for SmackDown Live for my predictions and review video for that. So stay tuned for these videos coming up. It should be a pretty fun week, I think, for the most part. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into this review. Of course, this show opened up with the WCW Tag Team Championship match, the Hardy Boyz versus the Hurricane and Lance Storm. This was a fun opener, I thought. You know, the Hurricane dominating the match very early on against Jeff Hardy, and of course, Jeff Hardy would get the hot tag to Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy got in the ring. Him and Lance Storm had a pretty good interaction. Lance Storm got in the ring, so it was good. All mayhem pretty much broke loose, you know, after Mighty Molly and Ivory would get involved with Lita. They would brawl in the ring, and Lance Storm would try to take advantage by putting Jeff Hardy, believe it was, in the sharpshooter. But while he was doing that, Lita gave him a very nice hurricanrana, which will lead to a twist of fate followed by a swanton bomb for the Hardy Boyz to retain the WCW Tag Team titles. So, like I said, I thought it was a very fun tag team match. It was pretty short, though. It was only about 6-7 minutes long. It could have got way more time. It would have been pretty much, not pretty much, but would have been a pretty better match. But it was still a fun way to open the show, and I enjoyed it for what it was. So, definitely fun stuff between the Hardys and Lance Storm and the Hurricane there. From there on, we had a backstage segment with RVD showing up as well as Vince McMahon showing up. McMahon shows up pretty much because the whole storyline was, you know, Vince McMahon trying to persuade RVD to join the WWF at the time because RVD, of course, was on the Alliance. So Vince was pretty much trying to persuade RVD to go to the WWF at the time. So then the next segment there. And then we go to Kane versus Test. Worst match in the show. Did not like this match at all. The only cool thing that happened was Kane actually gave a military press to Test from the ring to the outside, which actually looked pretty cool. But of course, the referee, I believe was Nick Patrick, was the WCW ref, so pretty much whatever Test did, since he was on the Alliance, went away scot-free. He had Kane with the ring bell in front of the referee. The referee didn't, you know, disqualify him or anything. And then Kane tried to use a chair, but the referee, of course, pulled it down and wouldn't let Kane use a chair. And Test won with a low blow followed by a big boot to Kane. So Test wins. Very boring match. Did not like it at all. After the match, Kane gave the referee 2 choke slams followed by a power bomb, which was supposed to be a last ride, but it came off pretty shitty. So it was just a regular power bomb. So the match itself was not very good. Test actually looked good. Kane did not look too good at all in this match at all. So very boring. Worst match on the show. From there, we had another backstage skit, with Jonathan Coachman trying to get a word with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin had Deborah pretty much talk to Coachman for him, which is actually a very funny segment. Even Coach was laughing because it was pretty funny, so that was a nice segment there. And then we go to a lingerie match. Torrie Wilson versus Stacy Keibler. This is exactly what you would think. As a 20-year-old man myself, this was a very awesome match because you had 2 very beautiful women going out there and wrestling in lingerie. How much better can you get than that? But yeah, it is what it is. You know, the wrestling wasn't all that bad as you would think. Actually, the match was pretty decent for, you know, a match of its kind. Then, long story short, Torrie Wilson wins with a springboard elbow followed by pretty much like a roll-up pin for the 1-2-3. So Torrie Wilson wins. God, she's beautiful. She was hot back then. Her now, forget about it. Like a fine wine, she just got better with age. But yeah. Nothing too much there to talk about besides eye candy. And then from there, I'm going to go to a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, Christian versus Edge. This match was fucking awesome. I love this ladder match. I thought Edge and Christian went out there and had an awesome match. Now, I think most people that watch it now, if you haven't seen this match before, you might think this match is a little boring because this match is more methodical. It's more about storytelling and just, you know, having psychology. Where, you know, ladder matches nowadays, people just want to see crash and burn, just crazy spots and whatnot. But, you know, this is the type of ladder match where it's a story. It's a story-based match. It's, like I said, it's psychology. It's it's slow paced, but what they're doing means something, not just crazy spots for absolutely no reason. They go out there, beat the hell out of each other with ladders and chairs. They brawl into the crowd and they brawl back in the ring. Just some pretty vicious, nasty ladder bumps as well in this match. So even though it's a slow match, what they do means something, and that's what I love. A storytelling based match, and that's what you got here. Just them beating the shit out of each other while telling a great story, and a beautiful ending too, with both men climbing the ladder. Edge able to, you know, lay Christian down on 2 ladders while putting a chair under Christian's head and doing an amazing, amazing finish with Edge giving Christian a concerto on the ladder, which looked absolutely incredible. Awesome finish. Edge grabs the championship. Edge becomes your new Intercontinental Champion. Just an awesome storytelling, methodical psychology-based ladder match here. So definitely great stuff from Edge and Christian. I think people would expect more from this match, and honestly, this match could have been a little bit better, but what the story they told in the match they had, I thought it was great still, and I really enjoyed it. So Edge Christian had an awesome match, really liked that. From there, I'm going to go to the WWF Tag Team Championship match, the Dudley Boyz versus Big Show and Tajiri. This match was whatever, nothing too much here. The Dudley Boyz pretty much facing Tajiri for the most part. Big Show got the tag in, and then Big Show was won the match, but the referee wasn't paying attention because Tajiri accidentally spit his green mist into the face of the referee instead of the Dudley Boyz. And then Rhino came out, gave Big Show a big spear, which would lead for the win for the Dudley Boyz after hitting a 3D on Tajiri and getting the win. So whatever tag team match here, it wasn't anything too spectacular, but it was an average tag team match. Nothing too bad, nothing too good about it as well, though. So whatever. From there, I'm going to go to the Undertaker versus Booker T. Another match where it's good, but, it's very forgettable. I didn't know this match even happened, to be perfectly honest. I watched it back. I completely forgot it happened. You basically had Undertaker control Booker T from the first part of the match. Booker T would try to get the offensive, but Undertaker would just come back and just shut Booker T's offense down. But then Booker T would actually get the upper hand. Booker T would actually dominate the Undertaker throughout probably the majority of the match. After the beginning, I'd probably say the middle and the end, he actually dominated the Undertaker with a lot of quite a near falls. And had a nice scissors kick to the Undertaker as well. So Booker T actually controlled the Undertaker. Looked like he was gaining the upper hand, and all of a sudden Undertaker hit a last right out of nowhere. Booker T sells like $1,000,000. His facial expression is absolutely amazing from that last ride. And Undertaker defeats Booker T. So the match kind of felt pointless because considering the amount of beating or the amount of time Booker T gave Undertaker beating, Undertaker just gives him a last ride and wins the match right then and there. It just felt kind of pointless after it was all said and done. So like I said, it's good, but nothing too good or nothing too bad, so it's whatever. And then for me personally, we go to the match tonight, which was the WCW Championship match, The Rock versus Chris Jericho. This match was absolutely awesome. The crowd was electric. The crowd was into it. Both guys were really over at the time, and it was just they put on a masterpiece of a match. Chris Jericho and The Rock is a very underrated pairing. They've always had really good matches, I thought, and they don't get talked about enough. And this match proved how awesome they can have. How awesome matches they can have. They went out there, told a great story. The crowd was into it. Of course, the whole story was that Chris Jericho couldn't win the big one, and Chris Jericho proved The Rock, wrong towards the end of the match. And he had some beautiful counters. Both guys really looked smooth in this match. They really clicked together really well. Chris Jericho even hitting the rock bottom, followed by a lion salt instead of the people's elbow, which that was a nice twist and touch for him to do that instead of people's elbow. Beautiful, 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 beautiful counter. When The Rock went for the people's elbow, but Chris Jericho actually countered into the walls of Jericho. I thought that was a brilliant counter and came off really, really well and very smooth. And it just looked absolutely awesome. They brawled on the outside where, The Rock actually rock bottom Chris Jericho through the announce table, which looked pretty painful. So you just had great wrestling in this match, and just it's one of those matches where you got to go out of your way to see it and to really believe how good it is. Because, like I said, I think both guys went out there and put a classic match on. Definitely the match of the night, and probably one of the best matches of both their careers because it was just a lot of fun. And the ending boiled down to The Rock having his horrible sharpshooter in because it's absolutely terrible. Stephanie McMahon gets involved. She comes down running a steel chair in the ring, throws in the ring. The Rock pretty much gets up, throws Stephanie McMahon in the ring, hits a rock bottom on Stephanie McMahon as the referee's checking on Stephanie McMahon. Chris Jericho gives The Rock a breakdown, which was, as we know today, as a Miz's skull-crushing finale to The Rock onto the steel chair, throws the chair out of the ring, even though the chair doesn't go out of the ring because it actually sticks to the ring apron. Jericho covers The Rock, 1, 2, 3. Chris Jericho defeats The Rock to become the brand new WCW champion. Just an awesome match and great aftermath as well as Chris Jericho celebrating. The Rock has a steel chair in his hands. Pretty much looked like he's going to hit Chris Jericho. And then The Rock just gives it to Chris Jericho and it's like, you know what? You got the big one this time, but next time you ain't going to get so lucky. So I thought that was a great aftermath. Even though it was very simple, it worked very, very well, especially into the rematch. So, like I said, Jericho and Rock, match tonight. Absolutely amazing match from both men there. And I really enjoyed that. And of course, from there, I'm going to go to the main event, which was a triple threat match for the WWF Championship. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle versus Rob Van Dam. This is one hell of a triple threat match. This is pretty underrated if you ask me. I thought all three men worked great. Kurt Angle was pretty much taking everyone to Suplex City in this match. Austin was playing a great heel, and of course, RVD was right out at the time. Everyone was just marking out for him doing what he does best. And it was a very fun triple threat match. There was no point in this match where any man really had the advantage. I feel like whenever someone did start to get the advantage, advantage, someone else to come from behind out of nowhere and, screw their advantage up, so no one really had the upper hand in this match. It's one of those triple threat matches where actually all three competitors are involved in the match heavily. It's not where it's like two guys going at it, then they rotate, back and forth with two guys being in the ring. Everyone's in the ring just trying to kill each other, trying to win that championship. And it told for a great story, especially Steve Austin. He was selling great. He was being loud, obnoxious like he was in his 0-1 heel run. So, yeah, great triple threat match here. Great storytelling with RVD, of course. Like I said, he was a conflicted guy where, he was supposed to help Austin, but he's pretty much, Austin's questioning if RVD will do the, favor for him and let him win. And then, Vince McMahon comes out towards the end to pretty much try and help Kurt Angle win the match. And then Shane McMahon comes out, costing Kurt Angle the match after Kurt Angle looked like he's going to win the match against RVD, taking him to Suplex City with multiple German suplexes followed by Angle Slam. Shane throws him out. Shane takes out Kurt, and then Vince takes out Shane. They're brawling by the announce table, and while that's all happening, Stone Cold hits a stunner on RVD for the 1-2-3 victory. So Stone Cold retains the WWF Championship in a great triple threat match to a great show. No Mercy 2001 was a great show in my opinion. You had three great matches, of course, the ladder match, the WCW title match, and of course the main event were all great matches. You had a pretty solid undercard for the most part. The opener was fun. The only really bad thing was the Kane test match. But besides that, I thought for the most part the undercard was still pretty strong for the most part. But yeah, that's my video for you guys for No Mercy 2001. Like I said, that was a great show, awesome pay-per-view, three great matches, and I really enjoyed watching it on the WWE Network. If you guys have watched this show, please go ahead in the comments below, leave your guys' thoughts on this show if you've seen it. If not, well, just, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up below, or yeah, thumbs up in the likes, or leave this video a like, I should say, which is the correct term to call it. So leave a like in this video below if you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, well, leave a thumbs down, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully you did enjoy it, though. But yeah, as always, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching the video.